shit up. Creating the separation from the mind and the heart. The heart and the mind separation is very, 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 very different. When we can start to analyze that the mind's awareness is only focused on keeping our heart's awareness away from us. It's very simple. The mind's awareness is essentially disclosed to create the world which we're living in and then keep us from attaching to our true originality. The true originality is essentially a code. It's a point of attention. Once we connect to the code, we get to share it into this world. And that is the true acknowledgement of what the mind... the mind's very, very, very sophisticated. Essentially, the mind's a computer program. Every time we step forward to our heart, or step forward into the awakening of one's true connection, the mind almost sends or implements thought to try and distract us from awakening to this truth of existence. Now, this isn't crazy. It's actually quite logical, because if we can look at ourselves and start to understand each as individuals, we'll understand that we feel like every time we're getting close, that there's always something to try and take away from that effectiveness. Or every time we're starting to walk forward or imagine a sense of, achievement, there's almost like something to distract us or take us away from achieving this something. And it's for all of us, because the program's all the same. The mind inflicts a sense of essentially distraction as soon as we're on the right path. It's almost like we find the path and we go, oh, this is the path. And the path is just happiness. It's not complicated. The path is happiness. So we start to walk on the path of happiness. And then the mind goes, okay, let's snap a few branches. Let's snap a few trees to make it look like the path's closed. And this is essentially undecoding ignorance, because if we believe that those two trees are stopping our path from achieving, well, then we will stay within the reality of the mind. We will listen to the mind, and we will listen to what the mind dictates. And then we will just ultimately stay in the small box of where the mind, every time we then find another path, because it's not just one path is right for us. Infinite paths will open up in life, as the pressure is incontainable. It's the pressure of our reality is so intense that there'll always be opportunities that will manage to spark inside of us. We're talking about a multiple dimensional reality, which always is promoting shifts and opportunities for us to connect to a path. But every time we do connect to a path, we feel like it's blocked. Well, the truth is it's not blocked. It's the mind trying to inflict doubt, fear, and worry. It's very simple. The mind just attempts to inflict doubt, fear, and worry. And when we start to listen to this doubt, fear, and worry, we will then identify that the path is closed. Well, it's not closed. It's just the mind doing its job. The mind is doing its job because ultimately it doesn't want the heart from talking. Because as soon as the heart talks, it starts to implement justice. And when justice is being implemented into this world, we're starting to create and counter the injustice of which is in this reality. And this is the truth of our existence, is that many of us will come here to serve justice, and a lot of us will come here to learn. And by learning, it's not negative, but in order to learn, we must inflict, and this infliction does cause harm to our true nature. Although it's not negative, because we're all here learning and having this experience, but those who can serve justice are essentially serving justice to those who are learning. So it's all it's all in sequence with each other. So it's all positive. But the truth is that some of us need to serve the justice, and some of us need to learn from the justice which is being served. Ultimately, this is creating the awakening, which will ultimately free ourselves truly from the injustice that we were impregnated with in the first place.